so glad you're joining me for another recipe episode. I am super excited about this little gem of a recipe. It is a Dutch baby pancake, and you've probably never heard of it. It's actually derived from the German pancake, but today I'm going to show you how super simple it is to make this delicious breakfast food. First, we need to preheat our oven to 425. We're gonna stick about a 10 to 11 inch cast iron skillet with 2 tablespoons of butter. I've got coconut oil here. I've also used olive oil. 2 tablespoons in your cast iron, and we're gonna stick it in while the oven preheats. So while that 2 tablespoons of butter is melting and the oven is preheating to 425, now we're gonna put together our ingredients. This is gonna totally impress your family at how delicious this recipe is. We're gonna take 4 eggs and put it into a bowl. We need to whip those first. This is 3 simple ingredients that you are gonna be amazed at how awesome it is. I love this Dutch baby. I fix it all the time, especially for brunches or if I'm having family over for breakfast during the holidays, because it's super easy, it's very filling, and well, it just looks like I spent way too much time on something that was just a simple little snap of the fingers of effort. So we've got those eggs all beaten and mixed together. Now we're gonna take a 1/2 cup of milk. I've got coconut milk, I've used almond milk, and I've used dairy milk. But pour that 1/2 cup in, and a 1/2 cup of flour. I told you, it is super simple. Throw that in with your egg mixture, and we are gonna whisk that until there aren't any more lumps. Doesn't take much to whip together. I crave this during the fall. It is so hearty that it keeps me filled all through a busy day of breakfast to lunch. All right, we've got that nicely mixed up. Let's get that pan out of the oven. Spicy hot, wow. Do. Now this is all the oil you're gonna need for these Dutch babies. I just kind of like to mix it around so the bottom is really nicely coated, and I love it because the skillet's already preheated. Now we take our batter. Oh, I've got egg goo attached to my whisk. That looks like something else. Okay, we're not going there. Pour your batter right into your cast iron, right there. You are gonna love this Dutch baby. It is a dense pancake. Not like the traditional American fluffy buttermilk pancakes. It has a little bit of that flavor, but it really has this dense, kind of solid, fill you up, make your belly all warm goodness. So now this is going to go into our 425 degree oven for 28 minutes. So come on, let's stick it in. Turned out perfect. I love it when things go well. I love these Dutch babies because, for one, they puff up like that, and it gives us airiness to a fairly dense pancake. I also love it because it's totally hands-free pancakes. You just whip it up, stick it in the oven, and I can go about and get ready for my day, and by the time I am finished, it is ready to go. So let's take a look at this. You can also use a knife to do this if you don't have a metal spatula. I just make sure that it's not stuck to the cast iron. Now that I've gotten it loosened up from the cast iron, I just cut it in 4ths. If you're serving more people, of course, cut it in 8ths. It works perfect. And you cut it just like a pie. Hear the crunch of that, and the center will be soft. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like when you get a funnel cake. It's got this sweetness, especially when you put powdered sugar over the top of it. And it's got a nice crisp outside with a just supple and moist inside. So here's a piece of that Dutch baby. See how it's crisp on the top? It's like got this crunchy crust, and the center is so soft and moist and supple. You are gonna love this. Now, you can put powdered sugar on top and just serve it that way with some fresh berries. I personally like to serve it with syrup, so that's what I'm gonna put on it. I love that sticky, sweet, syrupy goodness of maple syrup. Oh, perfect. Hear that crunch? Oh my gosh, you're gonna love this. It is so good. So it's got the perfect amount of sweetness with that maple syrup, and it's got the crunch and the outside texture with a supple, just soft, delicious warmth that just makes your taste buds melt. I'm gonna start drooling here in a minute. Your family's gonna think you slaved all day over this, or if you're just a single, no worries. You are gonna have the best breakfast and love yourself for it. Definitely try this recipe because I know you're gonna love it. I gotta have another bite. This so reminds me of a cross between French toast and a funnel cake. I'm gonna tell you, your taste buds are gonna be blown away. Your new addiction right here, right here, right here. Okay, it's gonna be a hard choice. I love you.